Home warranties. What are they, and are they worth your money? I'm Chris Nelson with Genstone Realty, and today on this episode of Just a Tip Tuesday, we're going to discuss home warranties and whether or not you should be spending your money on them. Now, a little bit of house cleaning. For those of you who are new to this channel is all about real estate tips, advice, and tech. So if that's something that interests you, do me a favor, go ahead and hit that bell so that you are notified of all of my future posts. And if you find any value in this video, do me a favor, give me a thumbs up and or comment. Now, I hate to take the guesswork out of it, but home warranties are exactly how they sound. They are a warranty on your home to help protect you when things go awry, such as a roof leak, or maybe your heater goes out, or a plumbing leak, and the list goes on. It is not to be confused with homeowners insurance, which is put in place to protect you from catastrophic events like property loss, or maybe even loss of life. Home warranties are completely different and in no way, shape, or form compared to homeowners insurance. As a realtor who's been in this industry over 17 years, home warranties are not new, and over the years, I have seen more and more of them come into play. A lot of that may have to do with the fact that as a realtor, it is in our best interest to make sure that you, either a buyer or a seller, are aware that they exist, and if there's a way for us possibly to get a home warranty implemented into the transaction, it makes sense for us because a lot of times it will also help us lower our E&O insurance. But enough about us. How does a home warranty benefit you, or does it even benefit you? More often than not, home warranties are purchased right around the time a seller decides to sell their home, or maybe towards the end of a transaction where one has been negotiated into the terms. Now, over the years, these warranty companies have found ways to make this product a little bit more applicable to both parties. Years ago, it was a service that a seller would provide for a buyer, or maybe the buyer put in place for themselves, a combination of the two, or maybe it was even a gift from their realtor. However, over the years, I've noticed that there has been a hybrid model. It's a model where someone who is selling their home can actually purchase a home warranty that will protect them for the remaining duration when they own their home, yet transfer over to another buyer. The hybrid product usually is a little bit more than your traditional buyer homeowner policy, but it is something that one could consider if they're concerned about things like the AC going out before closing, or the toilet leaking, or maybe the windows are no longer performing to the manufacturer's standards. Price varies. However, I'm going to say that on average, you're going to spend about $500 for a home warranty. I've seen some as low as $300, and I've seen some as much as roughly $700. Now, obviously, there's going to be some variance in what you get versus what you pay, but some of the things that may swing that needle from the $300 to the $600 price point might be the size of the home. It might also be the amount of things that the home warranty is willing to cover and their method of going about curing some of these defects that come into place. Just like any other product, I've had both good experiences and I've had bad experiences with home warranty companies, and there's really no rhyme or reason. However, what you should be aware of is that most of these home warranty companies, in the event there's a situation where they need to fix something, most of the time they will try to repair an item before they replace it. For example, if your heat goes out and they realize that it is a simple fan that needs to be replaced, well, guess what? They're not going to give you an entirely new HVAC system. They're going to send out a technician who will replace the fan. But in order for them to get to that point, they are usually going to charge you a service fee. And those service fees range anywhere from roughly $50 to maybe just over $100. And this can also delay you getting your systems back up and running or the repair corrected, because this is almost like whisper down the lane. If and when you're ready to put in a claim for a home warranty, you then call the home warranty company. The home warranty company will collect your information. They will then go to their list of vendors and will send someone out to your property, usually in a very timely fashion. However, because it's like whisper down the lane and you don't have full control over which vendor gets called and when they get called, it very well may delay the process just a bit. I'm not going to go out and create the scarcity that home warranties take forever to resolve an issue, but it's a little bit different having someone else pick up the phone versus me picking up the phone, calling my local electrician or my local HVAC company and letting them know that I have an issue that they need to come and take a look at now. Now, when they come out and they take a look at whatever the situation may be, please keep in mind that they're not going to just replace items and fix items if you are not maintaining them. A lot of times in the contract, you will find that there is wording that says that you as the homeowner, whether it is a home you are selling or a home you just purchased, are required to maintain the systems in that home. If you are required to clean your heater yearly and replace those filters and you haven't done so in 3, 4, 5 years, well, guess what? Usually those home warranty companies will find a way to decline the claim and then you're out on your own, which is expected, right? Because you should be maintaining things in your home and not expecting a home warranty company to just come in and replace systems because you are not maintaining them. On average, home warranties are usually for a 1-year duration, but they can be extended. At the end of the year, the homeowner has the ability for most companies to call them up or to reach out in writing and let them know that they wish to extend the warranty for either another year or whatever other options the home warranty companies may offer. Quite often, the renewal rate is less than the actual issue rate, not to speak on numbers because again, they vary, and that's not always going to be the case. I've actually seen some home warranty companies charge the same amount for a renewal as they do for the initial policy. At the end of the day, I firmly believe that home warranties could be an ideal thing to implement into the transaction so long as you have time on your hands. Again, going back to the scenario where if the air conditioning unit goes out of service the day before closing, the odds of the home warranty providing some type of resolution fast enough where both parties are content and willing to take that next step is very slim. However, if this is something that would come into play weeks before settlement, it definitely could save the seller hundreds of dollars in repairs and could also keep the settlement on track. For a new homeowner, especially first-time home buyers who quite often put their blood, sweat, and tears into the transaction and usually come out on the back end with very little liquidity, this could be a phenomenal way for you to sleep better at night, knowing that there is some assistance out there for you in the event you woke up tomorrow and your toilet was leaking, just as an example. But here's one of the biggest takeaways that I think is a little bit different right now in 2020 than I've ever seen before when it comes to home warranties. Now more than ever, we are using our homes like we have never used before. We are spending way more time in our homes. Schooling for a lot of people has shifted indoors. So everything is being used in volume. The doors and windows are being opened and closed more than ever. The heat and air conditioning is running more than ever. Our appliances, our stoves, our microwaves, our refrigerators, all of these items are being used in volume. And to be honest, our homes were not designed in this fashion. For years, most people, even if someone was a stay-at-home mom or a stay-at-home dad, a majority of the family would leave and go out and go to school and work, and it would reduce some of the traction in the property. Well, today that's not the case. And we're starting to see appliances and other things in the home that are that stem around our functionality not work because of the fact that we are just using them. We're using and abusing them because that is how life has transitioned. And that is where I see value that I have not seen before in a home warranty. There are a ton of reputable home warranty companies out there. It's a simple Google search. It's a simple matter of picking up the phone and calling your trusted realtor or me, if I happen to be your trusted realtor, and posing a few questions about what home warranty companies might be ones that are worth your money. So there you have it. Thanks for joining me on this episode of Just a Tip Tuesday. Hopefully you found some value to this tip, and I will be back with more. With that being said, check in next week for the very next Just a Tip Tuesday. I'm Chris Nelson with Genstone Realty. Take care.